Okay, what is up, cool cats? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kitty. Be sure to like this video. If you like this video, subscribe for the vibe. Leave me a comment at the end or right now to let me know that you are tuned in. Make sure to also ding the notification bell. Just click it so you can be notified when I post videos. I do tarot videos every Tuesday, so that's when I usually post videos, but that doesn't mean that's the only time I post videos, but that's the main day that I shoot for. Make sure that you check out the description box for my website, because y'all, I got the body scrubs, the bath salts, all that other good stuff. So check that out. That's available. That's on the website. And check out my podcast and just check me out. Okay, just check out your girl. Go support the description. Support that. I do have a podcast interview coming up, y'all. It's gonna be so good. You're not gonna want to miss it. You're really not gonna want to miss it. It's gonna be so good. It's going down basement psych. Here we go, the 28th. It's going down, so I'm really excited about that. So I'm telling you so you can get excited for it, because it's going down. So okay, this reading is going to be a time loop. Like, if you feel like you've been stuck in like a time loop, like you feel like you've done this before, this reading is for you. So all right, you guys, so we are going to find out what lessons from your past life are you repeating in this life, and what do you need to do to get past that, okay? Because F the time loop, okay? F the time loop. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say the time loop, I'm just talking about like F the repeating cycles. Like, it feels like you've done this before. Like, you ever wake up and it just feels like you're trapped or like you're stuck? So if that's how you've been feeling, this video is like perfect timing for you. So yeah, I'm gonna have 3 piles. I'm gonna lay them out, and then I'm going to bless you. Alright, so I'm gonna have 3 piles, and I'm just gonna lay them out, and then I'm gonna pre-shuffle. Yeah, so I just wanted to deliver that out. And yeah, so I'm gonna have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number, let me get some stuff. Yes, okay. So this is my Yu-Gi-Oh deck. My game card deck, because it's not just Yu-Gi-Oh. It's 7:30 in the morning, so I need 3 cards for a pile. I need 1 card for pile number 1. Alright, so pile number 1, you got the Mahavelo, and don't worry, I'm gonna zoom it up so you can see. Pile number 2. And this is just the card that you're gonna, pick from. So just want y'all to see a little background, Alright, the card for pile number 2. I knew it was going to be this one. Pile number 2, you have the Change of Heart. And my pile number 3s. Okay, and then you have the Maharaji. Alright, so I'm going to zoom up, get you a close-up so you can see. 3 piles to choose from. And it is a little dark in here, y'all, because it's like early in the morning. I got the curtains up, but I ain't trying to turn no light on. But yeah, zoom up so you guys can see. Let me get the lamp. Hold on. Okay, so I got the piles laid out. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Make sure that you choose with your intuition, and if more than 1 pile calls out to you, y'all, that is okay. That means you have multiple messages, and it's okay if more than 1 resonates. All right, y'all, remember how to take out 3 deep breaths? Let's go ahead. Inhale through the core, not the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And you could just ask yourself, like, what am I repeating? What's card, what pile has a message for me? Inhale. Exhale. Alright, you guys, I'm going to pre-shuffle and then I'll be right back with the reading. Alright, cool cats, you've already had your zoomed close-up. I just wanted to show you again, excuse me, now that the piles are laid out, but I am still going to pull your, what you need to do to get past it and the advice from the Moonology and the Starseed. I'm going to pull that on screen with you, and maybe some word cards, maybe not, it depends on how I feel, but go ahead and so yeah, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Alright, you can pause the video if you need more time, but I'm going to start with pile number 1. Alright, and see everybody else on their path. Hello. Go ahead. I'm going to go in and out. Look at the interrupter of the night, of the day. The interrupter of the day. Say hello, Blaze. Okay. Okay, so pile number 1. What? Oh my gosh. My voice is like ridiculous right now. Oh my gosh. Can y'all hear this? Oh my god. Whew. Whew. I wasn't even faking. Like, my voice is like, ah. Ooh. I had to drink some water on that one. With the throat chakra, man. Okay, let me clear you out. Look at that. It's like a person meditating, like waiting, planning for the perfect time to execute. Alright, so pile number 1. What life lesson? What lessons from your past life are you repeating now? Trust and faith. Trying to control everything. You have mastered patience before. You have mastered stillness before. You were very connected with your angels, whoever you was dealing with at the time. Very connected with the source, very balanced, grounded, and it's because you used your throat chakra and you were coming at a place of love with all that green, blue, red energy there. Like, it was just the perfect balance. Like, that is what you want to attain. Like, that is how you want to be. Like, you want to be still, you want to be peace, you want to be balanced, and still be in this state no matter where you are, no matter if you're walking to the store, no matter if you're walking to the grocery store. Like, this was your everyday mood, like, just in the world but not of the world. All right, like, that was good. Like, in the world meaning like you was existing in the world, not of the world, understanding that it's bigger than just this. Like, you understood things, you know, a lot on different levels too. So the lessons that you're learning again, but you've already learned, is how to master self. It's how to master your own self-love. It's how to receive. You've also learned how to come from a place, come from your heart space, to speak with love, to live in love, and to be a compassionate being to yourself. And all this love that you poured into yourself, like, just poured out of you. Like, you gave to yourself so much, not in a selfish way, okay? I'm not speaking selfishly. I'm speaking taking care of yourself in a way that's very nourishing, okay? Taking care of yourself, like, You know, you had your boundaries, you had this compassion for self, you understood that mistakes are cool, meaning that you're going to learn from them. Chaos, that's fine, because you know that this too shall pass. You were at a certain level of peace and tranquility in your life that it was like godly. Okay, you see the angel wings and you have the angel wings here. Like, you was truly like an earth angel, like literally, like pure bliss, pure blessed, because you found the source of love, which was in yourself. Okay, and you just tuned into your heart space. You literally tuned into your heart space in your past life, and it was just radiating this feminine energy, like male or woman, currently, like you was just radiating this feminine energy where your masculine and your feminine were balanced and they were living in harmony, and you were logical and you had emotional intelligence, and you just was just this being of pureness, of pure intentions, of pure light, of pure heart, of pure gold, of pure magic, of pure just innocence, just pure in essence. Like, you literally like tapped full on into your heart space, and you just lived your life in love, because love heals. Love is the answer to all. Love is the answer to unlocking the soul. Ooh, this is so beautiful. This card is like really, really beautiful. It's a powerful card. Like, you have already learned that love is the answer. You've already learned how to master meditation. You've already learned how to master self. In this life, you might feel completely disconnected from yourself, in disharmony. It's like you before you incarnated, like you had hit this status in your past life, and in this life you're just all off balance, where maybe your masculine side is more dominant, or you're just like trying to be all love, no the opposite, or you're just like, I'm just for the dark side. But you know, there has to be that balance. Like, you cannot choose one without the other. You have to love both sides of yourself. And you probably incarnated, when you incarnated in this life, there's just this off balanceness. Okay, and it's not that you were it's like when you incarnated, you like what you went through was not to keep you like off balance. It was just to kind of reignite what was already in you. Okay, it was just to reignite what was already in you. Like, the things that you've gone through now has got you off balance. It's got you maybe living more masculine, or like living more feminine, where you're manipulative and you're using love as your manipulation tool. You know, but you need to bring that balance back, that oneness back. You need to explore both sides of yourself. You need to tune back into meditation. You need to tune back into self. You need to get that balance back within yourself in this life, currently, right now. You have to choose love. Every day you have to choose to love yourself. You have to choose to act through love, not through fear, not through any negative emotion. Love. Not to dismiss anything that anybody has gone through, but it's like, you have to bring love into the situation. If you're coming from a place of love, forgiveness is there. Okay, peace is there, hope is there, optimism is there, joy is there, healing is there. Like, currently in this life, you are off balanced. You have to step back into yourself. You have to get back grounded. You have to meditate. It's like you're disconnected from yourself. You've split yourself in half, where there's one side that you're operating on, there's one side that you're not operating on. There's one part of self that you're accepting, there's another part of self that you're denying. There's separation. You have figured out before how to unite with yourself. And for you, it was through meditation. It was through just kind of like wiping everything clean, and just loving more than anything has ever hurt you. You poured into yourself so much during these meditative states. Yeah, I'm just saying someone, not really, you're not, okay, I'm just saying someone who is just so in tune with themselves, like they're present. This doesn't mean that you're like isolated, but you're just surrounded in love. So this is kind of like your world versus, you know, everything else that's around you, because that's the energy that you're exuding, and your focus is on the you, okay, the present, the you, okay. All right, so then we have the Ace of Earth, okay, not being able to just, okay, Earth, grounded, heart space, not being able to come from your heart space, not being able to create life from your heart space. You're creating, I'm hearing false scenarios, you're creating panic, you're creating stress, you're creating fear within yourself, you're creating blockages, or there is blockages. Not being able to create life, not being able to birth your ideas, okay? Not being able to see a clear vision where there is hope, where there is life, where there is optimism, not being able to see that because of the space that you're in right now, mentally. You have to, look, body and mind. I was just about to say that you have to get your body and mind straight right now. How number one, like your body and mind, and you have to pour into yourself. And look, he is even, okay, let me show you. Let me clear it up as much as possible. Okay, so the light is blinding. All right, so right here you can see like his heart. All right, and he is pouring out of his heart space into his higher self, you know, and receiving that knowledge from his higher self, and removing the mask, and just becoming so pure in essence, because the body and mind are on the same page, because you are more balanced now. You have to do that right now. Like this, you're feeling like you're in a time loop because you've done this before, and you're disconnected from yourself. Okay, there's no harmony, there's this disharmony, there's off balance, not grounded. Your body and mind are not in sync. But yes, I say yes, meditation, power number one, would definitely like change your whole perspective right now, would change your whole whatever you're going through right now, because like, so yes, you have to get back in sync with your body and your mind. They have to be on the same page, because as of right now, one is operating off of fear, one is operating off of survival mode. Okay, there is no room for love at this point. So, and again, look, you gotta give yourself love. She's giving you a heart. You can't be giving away your love. You have to give it to yourself. Okay, you cannot be a people pleaser. You know, you got to be given from your heart space. You got to be given to yourself. You got to understand yourself. A lot of feminine energy here. You definitely have to balance your feminine energy. Like, doesn't matter if you're using it in a way to serve others, like too much, where you're taking away from yourself or not being able to receive, or whether you're just too masculine, or where your energies are off balanced. So yes, and this again goes with love. What lessons from your past life are you repeating? You're repeating the disconnection. You're repeating the fact that you are pouring too much into other people or into other things and not enough into yourself. You are repeating the fact that you are living in survival mode, and that's not the way anybody should live. Survival mode is full of stress. Survival mode is fight or flight. Like, this is life or death. Like, survival mode is stress, is tension, it's physical pains, it's mental illnesses, it's confusion, okay? It's running around with your chicken like a chicken with your head cut off. Like, I'm seeing panic, and I'm seeing fast movement like this, okay? And meditation, just to unravel everything so you can just see what's going on. All right, so yeah, so you don't have to rush. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you, but your songs that popped up was I actually have to, hello, I'm coming, hold on, pardon me. Okay, so yes, excuse me. So because I see you with my superpower. Y'all Y'all, my throat just want to keep going in and out. Like, what's going on with y'all? Y'all are very psychic. Y'all are very intuitive. Y'all pick up on a lot of people's emotions. Like, this third eye is very prominent. Like, you see beyond the beyond sometimes. Like, you can read people like it's nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are gifted, right? You're not crazy. You're gifted. You're talented. You're spiritual. Well, you have the spiritual capacity to be something like really, really great. Like monk, Buddhist, up there. Like, if you was interested in that. But yes, like, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the lessons from your past life that are repeating is the fact that you keep getting into these cycles where your body and mind are not on the same page. Where if you ever fall off of, because it's kind of like for you, pile number one, yeah, you got to sit down and meditate with yourself. Like, you got to, there are some things that you have to do in order to maintain yourself. And the moment you fall off, you spiral back down to the beginning, where you're off balance, where you're grounded, where you're stuck in your thoughts and you can't think past whatever your thoughts are popping into your head. You know, like, you're having a hard time quieting your mind, you're having a hard time meditating, you're having a hard time tapping into love, you're having a hard time creating, you're having a hard time going with the flow. Like, there's so much constriction simply because, like, you stopped meditating, you know, you stopped your flow, whatever your flow was. Like, you have to continue to come from your heart space. So if you felt a betrayal, you cannot close yourself off. You need love. Okay, you have to give yourself this love. Your body and mind need to be in sync. Pile number one. Because the moment your mind and your body are not in sync, you become off balanced. Okay. You also have the Magician. It's reversed. Not being able to manifest, or manifesting things that you don't really want, because you're coming from a place of lack, of fear, of desperation, okay, of sadness, of grief. And so you're manifesting. You okay? And so you're manifesting things that you don't really want. And it's like frustration. The moment you meditate, though, the moment you just start consistently, like 5, 10, you know, whatever, you know, whatever many minutes you can think of, like, you're gonna see the shift, because you're gonna be back into that flow. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles, also reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles, so if you find yourself becoming very materialistic or very cheap or very withholdy, that's again a sign of lack. That's a sign that should let you know that you are not coming from your heart space. You are not coming from a place of love and abundance and knowing that everything is a circle. Like, what I put out is going to come back to me. You are coming from a place of hardship. You are coming from a place of struggle. And I keep hearing, like, the hip-hop song, ladies, grab you if you love Big Pop or Tupac, or, you know, there's a rivalry, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying, like, within yourself, like, back and forth conflict with yourself, because you haven't been able to love both sides of you, because in this life you probably incarnated with people trying to bash you every chance they get, like trying to disrupt your heart. But that's only meant to make you love stronger. It's only meant to solidify the love that you have for yourself, the love that you are pouring into yourself. Okay, so when you go into a situation that's just really like heartbreaking, all right, and when you come out of that, you come out of that stronger, smarter, wiser, even though maybe at that moment you don't feel strong. You feel like this just crushed me. But you gotta realize that you gotta look in the mirror, like, it almost crushed you. You are still alive. You are still here. There's a tomorrow for you. You get to try again. You get to do better. Because you know better. You have to change your perspective. Pile number one. You change your perspective, you change the game. You start meditating, you change the game of your own life. You change the direction of the course that you are going, because right now you are moving with the lack. with a lot of lack. Your moves are fear-based or survival-based. There is, like, you gotta literally, like, this is overshadowing everything. Everything that's going on. I can only focus really so much on this love and meditation. Okay? Having that trust and faith that this too shall pass when there is a tragic moment, when there is feelings that are disturbing. Let it flow. When you can't control something, become observant. Okay, so now I'm going to pull out the advice on what you need to do to get past, you know, these lessons, this lesson. What do you need to do right now? What does pile number 1 need to do right now to, you know, to get on, to step more into the present instead of continuing the ways of the past? Okay, what's pile number 1's advice? What do you need to release? You need to release. I can tell you some of the things that you need to release. You need to release control. You need to release habits. You need to release fears. You need to release doubt. You need to release impatience. You need to release the fact that you are not good enough. You need to release that you are still deserving of love, even though that wasn't a loving situation. What do you need to release? What do you need to release? Pile number 1. What do you need to release? There are some thoughts that's popping up. What do you need to release? Emotionally, physically, limitations, lack. What else? What do you need to do to get, what does pile number 1 need to do to get past this? It came out strong. Nothing will come of this. Seriously, pile number 1. Seriously. Whew. Meditation. Pile number 1, and finding, just even if it's one loving thought, one loving feeling, one loving emotion, one act of compassion, start there. A fiery climax approaches. A fiery climax is always going to be, you know, around where emotions are running high, and it's like, what are you going to be doing in the moments where your emotions are running high? How are you going to respond in that moment? Are you just going to burst? Or are you going to take a step back, breathe it out, and then come back with love, meaning another form of love, like compassion for yourself? Like, are you going to just fly off the handle, or are you going to just, like I said, like take a step back, breathe it out, and then come back like, when I say react from a place of love, I mean like love and appreciation for yourself. Like if something is hurting you, love yourself enough to walk away. Love yourself enough to just do something different. Love yourself enough to just pick yourself up when you are down. And I know that's easier said than done, but that's just the message here. That's what you need to do to get past this situation. Understand that when things are done, they're done. When you have, what is it? I'm seeing like, when you have wrung all the water out of a washcloth, that's it. It's done. Nothing will come of the situation. No more water is going to come out of it. You're done. The situation is done. At this point, you're just burning your hands from trying to wring something out. You're just giving yourself a rug burn. So it's like you're hurting yourself by continuing to hold on to people, places, things, situations, thoughts that are just done. Okay? That are just done. At this point, all you have to do now is release it. Let it go. Let your love be stronger, and have faith that in your dreams, have faith that good things happen all the time. Miracles happen. And that was from the Moonology net. I'm going to do the same thing with the Start Seed. So yes, what do they need to do to get past? Ooh, they just be slamming them. Look, again, the void. You have the void, you have nothing will come of this. So the void, I'm just going to keep, I'm not really going to. The other ones. Stop. Embrace winter. Great cosmic wound. Yes, pour back into yourself. Tend to yourself. Nourish yourself. Nurture yourself. Stop and embrace winter. That's why bears hibernate, okay? So they can just wake up in the summertime, ready to eat, ready to refresh, feeling brand new, feeling well rested, feeling 100%. All right, That's what I'm seeing. Like for you, like jump in, it's in reverse. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. See that? It's in reverse because you're like, I don't want things to change. Because it hurts, but it's comfortable. It's there's safety, quote unquote, in comfortability. And that's not true. Stop telling yourself that. If it hurts you, let it go. Say yes to change. Okay, change is gonna hurt, but staying is gonna hurt too. Staying in a situation and repeating things over and over again, it's just gonna leave you depleted. It's gonna leave you feeling like you're crazy or in a time loop or have done this before. Say yes to change and do something different. You're not like, look at this. It's so bright. This is where you are. This is where you're being called to like jump into something different. You're here. Don't you want to be here in the nice colorfulness? And I know it's easier said than done, but like, again, you've done this before. So I'm telling you, like, you've done this before. Okay, this is the message that you need to hear as well. Like, you've done this before. Meditation will not hurt you. What are you scared to meditate for? Why are you scared to have a moment with yourself? Why are you scared to be alone with yourself? All right? And this isn't about blame when I say who, you know, but this is just so you can realize whoever made you feel unsafe, whoever implemented these fears into you, realize that it's a form of projection and it's not you. You can jump into change. You can say yes to change. You can do something different at any point in time. Then you have inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. So wherever there's a problem, there is a solution. Like they say, where there's a will, there's a way. And you have a way. Jump in. Look at this. Look at this though. I want you to see, like, nothing will come of this, but look at this. Inner earth. You have the power to change your inner earth, because your inner earth will then pour out of you. And you will be creating a new earth for yourself, because your inner peace, you have found your inner peace. All right. And then we have the breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe with the magician right there. Micromanaging the universe. Bringing your thoughts and ideas into fruition through aligning and meditation. Through balance. That was such a really, really good reading. Yeah, look. And then the back of the deck energy is Starkeeper, Cosmic Ancestors. See the light by staying grounded. So yes, meditation, literally, and the back of the deck energy for the Moonology was the answers you need are coming. Back of the deck. So yes, meditation is literally calling for you. From your past to your present, from your future to you now. Meditation. And definitely like coming from the heart and using your throat chakra to speak life over yourself. Did you hear in the beginning of this reading, like my voice was non-existent? It's like you're taking your voice away because you're being too silent, pile number one. You're being too silent in your own life, which means that you're just waking up and letting the day play out. Unintentional, just wake up, ba 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 ba. That's it. But yes, pile number one, that was the message for you. Start meditating. Watch your life start changing. Start being intentional. Watch your life start changing. So that's what I have for you, pile number one. If this video was helpful, like, let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Okay, pile number two, if you chose the change of heart. So, the lessons that what lessons from your past life are you repeating? And then you have the change of heart, which means a change in perspective, a change in thought, a change in how you behave, a change in behavior, a change in how you act, a change in how you see, you know, that's things like that. So now let's jump into the lessons that, yeah, definitely changes perspective. You have Orphan in reverse. which means that you've gone from feeling like you have abandonment issues. You probably was an orphan in a past life, and in this life you either were in foster care or in the foster system or was adopted, or you had that feeling where you were adopted, where you were disconnected with your family, where you didn't get along with your family, where you were mistreated, where you was singled out, you could have even been bullied. Orphan, just feeling like you don't belong to your family, feeling like you just, black sheep, dark child, things like that. So that's what I'm getting from this. And in your past life, you were able to come out victorious, where even though you've went through so many hardships as a child, you felt so abandoned, you felt so unwanted, you were able to shift your perspective and still find it in your heart to forgive. You found it in your heart to move on with acceptance. Like, that did happen, that is how I felt, but moving forward, I'm not letting it dictate and say who I am. Like, my first step is not my final destination. That's what you're like. That's what you were all about. And you could have even been like a motivational speaker or just someone who is motivational. So what lessons from your past life are you, Saga? What lessons from your past life are you repeating? You have the Two of Earth. So in your in your past life, pile number 2, you were very expressive, you were very creative, and again, you came from your heart space. If it felt right, you led with love. Like, that was your first step. If it feels right to you, that's what you were more so focused on, like feeling. Okay, how does it feel to you? You were very in tune with nature. You were very in tune with animals. Okay, like that's nature. Integrity. Okay. And okay. Ooh. And then you have. Ooh. Okay. Wow. Literally, like, things were trying to like tear your people were trying to tear your integrity up, like saying things about you, and at one point in time, like, you believed them, like, you just, but they didn't you didn't understand like how beautiful you are, how talented you are, like what you were gonna come. Like, now you're very observant, you're very wise, you're very courageous, and you're very bold. Like, people think that you are very bold, and that was just the energy that you was giving. Like, very bold. Like, I'm leading with love, I'm leading with my heart, I'm following my heart, I'm free. Okay, you were very free. Despite going through whatever you went through in your childhood, you were very free. You were free of all that. Free of the titles, free of the worries, free of people's, whoever people try to make you to be. Like, you were very free. Very in tune with self, very in tune with nature. Like I said, like integrity. Like, you wasn't trying to do anything that would scratch your integrity, that would go against your own morals and your own values. You literally became your own hero. You were with the hero here. Like, you literally became the hero to others who just, like, knew what you've been through, and you just inspired them. But this isn't even about them, but just, I'm seeing like outside people like, you would never have thought that they went through that, because this is how they are. Like, they carry themselves with grace, with poise, with delicacy. They really appreciate themselves. They know their worth. They know that, and they can, like, your eyes are very captivating. Like, you are very observant. You are watchful like the owl. You stalk, and then you wait for the right time to strike. Same thing with the leopard there. Like, you are very protected. Okay, you're very connected with nature, connected with the source. I mean, like, that warrior spirit and that fire that brings into, because you're balanced too. That's what it is. Because, like, not only are you graceful, but you're also the type that you're balanced, which means that nobody's crossing that boundary without getting past you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some like, I got, like, you're very balanced, you're very grounded. And this is me speaking from your past life. This is how you were. Like, very beautiful too. Very beautiful. Your heart was just so sweet. You had this, it's funny because like you had like such, like you are such a sweetheart, right? Like sweetest heart ever, like heart of gold type, right? But you still like, nobody's crossing me, nobody's crossing my boundaries. Like you're still like that warrior at heart where you're ready for anything, like you're ready for war if it's wartime. But at the same time, like you're also someone who can receive. Like this is very balanced. This is like the queen of water. Very emotionally intelligent. Wow, I just love this energy, pile number 2. And so in your current life, like you could have gone through everything that I said, and that's the energy that you have, but maybe you still have people trying to bash you down, or you are just letting old shit from your childhood just penetrate your barrier. Like it's irrelevant, tear it down, take it down. But you're very much like the queen of water and the hero and the 2 of earth. You're very connected with source. You're very connected with nature. Nature is healing for you. So anytime you're upset, you've always been outside being comforted by Mother Nature. Like Mother Nature is here to offer you love, to offer you support, to offer you everything, the resources that you need. You're very connected with Mother Nature. Even now, you're very connected with water as well. Water and earth, even all the elements, really. All the elements are here. But, you know, you're very connected with the earth and the elements, and just you have very bright energy, you have very bright potential. Even now as I'm speaking, like you are very connected with nature. You're very beautiful. You're a beautiful spirit. You're a beautiful person too. You've incarnated into a beautiful body. Your physical features are just very captivating and outstanding, and your eyes are very piercing. Like you see, like you, people think that you see through the soul, because like in a way that you do, like you can read auras, or you can just see auras. You might not be able to read them in detail, but you can see them. You pick up on like little subtle details. Like you are very observant. You're watchful. And you know, and then now it's like you just need to bring in this energy. Like you have this energy within you. You just need to tap into it. Like you don't know you're beautiful. There's a country song I'm thinking about. She don't know she's beautiful. Never crossed her mind. She don't know she's beautiful. Though time and time I've told her so. But he, she, you are very beautiful. You're very beautiful. Yes, and people have always seen your potential. People have always, from a little girl, from a little child, you were very gifted. You were very connected with nature. Like, I'm seeing the Harry Potter when he first made that snake, made the glass move from the snake, and Hagrid was like, "You're a wizard, Harry." Yeah, like that's you. You're gifted and you're talented. You have the king and the queen of swords. You were they were in reverse, because now, but in your past life you were very balanced. Like king and the queen, you were very balanced. You have this guy and her, like very balanced. Okay, just very balanced person, and like that's what you need to bring back into your life right now. Pile number 1. Excuse me, pile number 2. The lessons from your past life that you are repeating is the going back and forth feeling unworthy, or going back and forth feeling like that same abandoned child, like I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. Bam, bunk that. Look at this. This is what you accomplished already. You've already gotten through all that. You've already sifted through all of that. The only thing that you need to do is tap into the lessons of all that. You need to tap into, I mean, even now, if you have people like putting you down, you gotta ask yourself, why are these grown-ups putting me down? Why are these older people putting me down? Why are these people who don't know me putting me down? What is in me that they see? They see greatness. Greatness is what we on the brink of. But why are they trying to tell you down? Like Nikki said, just like crabs in the bucket. You know, and that's just what it is. And then you had to realize that you have a heart of gold, yes, but everybody's not on the same wavelength as you. Everybody's intentions aren't the same as you. So you had to learn how to set those boundaries, and you had to learn how to really use your discernment. And that's what you need to do in this life. Use your discernment, pick out the people, really go back into nature. Okay, nature is where you will find all your courage, all your fire, all that fire energy that's in you, your creativity, your integrity, You know, when I say integrity in that sense, I'm talking about you will find like your true self, your courage, your wisdom, everything that you kind of observed over time. And when you're in nature, it will like become clear, like what you just seen. I hope that makes sense, because that's what I'm seeing there. You're like a nature spirit as well. So what past life lessons are you repeating though? Just that lack mindset, like not the lack, yeah, the lack mindset where you feel though, because you're a feeler, pile number 2. You go off of what feels right and what feels wrong, and that's what your discernment looks like. Okay, so a part of your learning is learning how do you use your discernment, is because you're very observant, you're watchful. Your memory comes from like photographic memory, like your eyes are pierced, and like people avoid eye contact with you, or maybe you avoid eye contact with them because like you see things, and it's not even like a ghost or spirit, it's like you see kind of like intention, and you don't sometimes know what it is, but you go off of feeling. If it feels right, you go for it, and I'm getting goosebumps. If it feels right, you go for it. If it doesn't feel right, you're just like, I don't really know, I don't think so, no, that doesn't feel right to me. You know, and your feelings are valid, so what you feel is, you know, is what it is. So make sure that you are not dismissing how you feel, what you feel, or letting somebody talk you out of what you feel, trying to say that it's wrong, because you know what you feel. So what do you need to do to get past that and back on track of you being the own hero in your life? First of all, like pile number 2, like this energy is very beautiful. Okay, you are a very beautiful, balanced person. Well, you have that potential to be, okay, because that's not what you are right now. Right now you're just kind of like swimming in guilt, swimming in shame, swimming in blame, swimming in I'm not good enough, swimming in I don't never do nothing right. But scratch that. You have to become the own hero. You got to pick yourself up. You got to go back out in nature. You got to find that balance within yourself again. And wow, just amazing energy for you, pile number 2. What do you need to do to get past all this though, to get back on the track where where you're feeling superior, not really superior, but feeling superior to as in like you're no longer a victim, feeling superior in a way that's victorious, not in a way where you're feeling like you're better than somebody or where you're above anybody, but yeah, y'all know what I mean. So yeah, got the King and Queen of Swords. I'm thinking someone who can like cut you off in a heartbeat, but also is very like giving and very receiving and accepting. All right, so what do you need to do to get past the past? What does pile number 2 need to do to get past the past? You're very stubborn, pile number 2. Very stubborn. We the Hathers. We have deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Earth school, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Okay. So for you, realizing that Earth is a school. So for you, learning how to put things in perspective and see the bigger picture, which is why I say nature, because when you're out in nature, everything seems small. Problems seem small, people seem small, you know, and you just feel like it's just you on top of the world. So life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Earth is a school, meant to be explored, meant to be observed, meant to be enjoyed. And when I say life lessons, you have to, the things that you've learned over time in your life, you have to, you know, these are things that you've learned. So why don't you apply the things that you've learned? Earth is a school, meaning that everything that you go through is meant to teach you. No matter how it teaches you, everything you go through is meant to teach you. Some things are going to be hard lessons. Some things are going to be pretty easy. You're going to catch on pretty quick, you know? Double mission. Light worker, starseed. Serve the world by being you. Boom. You've done this before. You've literally done this before. The best way to serve the world is by being you, with the king and the queen. The queen and the king, they don't pretend to be anybody. They're natural born leaders. They lead. They have good ideas. People love them because the queen is nurturing. She cares. She listens. The king is stern, but he's fair. You know, he's just, you know, and that's that type of energy. You are meant to serve the world by being you, your beautiful self. Because it's like you go through periods of people pleasing. Who do they want me to be so I can be it, so they can like me? But you realize that it's so tiring to keep up trying to be who people want you to be. You got to be who you are so that people can appreciate who you are, so people can know who you are, so people can see who you are, so you can attract people who like you for who you are. Activated earth, power, places, ley line, trust where you're led. So cut it with the second guessing yourself. Weight of the world. We talked about boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. See? And then we the Hathers bring love into the situation. So back of the deck energy is Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So you are protected. You have the safety around you. You are protected. You have the loyalty and the safety, loyalty and protection of your warrior spirits as well, because you are just such a sweetheart, you know. Alright, so now I'm going to do the Moonology, pull from the Moonology as well to see like what he needs to do to get past this, just for extra additional information, you know, how I like to do for y'all, you know. Alright, so what additional messages for pile number 2? What do you need to do to get past the past, get back on track, you know? Just dropping them out like that. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Practicality just means like realistically. How are you going to make some plans, make some moves realistically? Because everything isn't just magical moves. It requires your work. It requires your participation. So yeah, you just need to find balance again back into your life. Meditation. But for you, your meditation looks different. So for pile number 1, they needed to be still. So for you, I feel like just maybe being in nature, sitting in nature, walking in nature, whatever it is, nature is where you will have your inspiration. You will feel more empowered. You will feel more cleansed in nature because you're a nature spirit. You're really good with the elements, but nature is your place. Anything else for pile number 2 about what they can do to get past the past? And you don't have to try so hard. There's a song there. I'll probably have it on screen, but maybe not. I don't know. But it's, you don't have to try so hard. You don't have to throw it all away. You just need to get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing. You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to bend until you break. You just need to get up, get up, get up. Don't let your pride get in the way. Conclusions are within reach. When endings, it's like when somebody is walking away, don't stand in front of the door like, no, please stop. They need to go. You have something better trying to come in. They can't with them in there, with that situation in there, with that thought in there. So if a thought, if a person, if a situation is fading, is leaving, is ending, is walking away, let it. Let it. If it wasn't meant to end, it wouldn't end. You got to start thinking about things like this. Why is this person walking away? Why do I want to keep them? It sucked when we were together. Let it go. You are good enough. You're beautiful. You're awesome. You're just everything, right? And you're going to be everything for somebody else. But first, you got to be everything for yourself. Oh, have faith in your dreams. Conclusions are within reach. So whoever, whatever, let the conclusions be concluded. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. And yeah, so that's the message that I have for you, pile number 2. If this video was helpful, if you liked it, if you enjoyed it, let me know. Leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. Make sure you subscribe. Bye. Alright, and finally my pile number 3s, if you chose the Mahigari. This is an amulet. I feel like an amulet of health or an amulet of protection. So you need to protect yourself, and you need to watch your health. pile number, ooh, excuse me. But yeah, watch yourself. You better, wait, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. But yes, a grounding, protective amulet. So what lessons from your past life are you repeating? You have to learn how to protect yourself. You have to learn how to protect your energy. You have to, because, okay, you know what? I didn't realize when I was going to use the scenario, because the scenario had popped up when I was just doing something. But anyways, the scenario was you have to protect yourself even when you're like talking in regular conversations, because when people hear protect themselves, they like, who trying to get me? Who out to get me? You know, do I need to get a gun? But it's like a different type of protection, okay? This type of protection is like, you know, for example, when you're talking to somebody and they're telling you a story, let's say they're upset and they're telling you a story about how so they're telling a story about how somebody beat them up, right? And you start feeling upset just like them because they're upset, or you start feeling like that situation just happened to you even though it didn't. You're just listening to it. That is how we pick up on energies. A perfect example of how we pick up on energies, which is very important about why you need to watch what you're consuming as in who you're talking to, what you're watching on TV, what you're listening to on the radio, because everything affects you, okay? And you figured that out in your past life because you were a medicine man or woman. Wow, I didn't even look at these cards. You're a medicine man or woman, okay? Dream catcher, dream weaver. You probably even make things you make dream catchers, or you're a weaver. You make things. You're a creator that way. Like you make pendants. But yeah, medicine man or woman, I just straight say help. I just, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you write, you be conjuring stuff up. Okay, I love it. Okay, thought. Oh, goodness. Heaven and earth, reverse. Wow. Okay. You're a healer, pile number 3. You thought you was gonna hide from me. I knew I was gonna have a pile of healers with the healer in there. Wow. People would come to you. Ooh, I just love it. People would come to you for like serums, for like pendants. I'm thinking of Eve's Bayou. If you've ever seen that movie, man, it's so good. But that's what I'm thinking about. Like, Yes, so in this life, wow, you're a master manifester. When you understand that your thoughts create a ripple effect. You understand how your thoughts affect you. Let me calm down because I'm getting excited. I'm about to start speaking fast. You understand, like, you get what you want through the power of thought, through the power of manifestation. You understand how manifestation and thought and emotion and all of that is thing. You also understand that everything has a season. Ooh. Balance, baby. Ooh, healing. Healer. Haha. Healer. Okay, now when people hear healer and things like that, people like, y'all watch too many movies. Y'all gotta read books on things first before y'all start watching movies, because movies will have y'all all messed up. Movies will have y'all thinking stupid stuff and saying even more stupid stuff. Like, seriously, people need to read before they watch a movie. Seriously, that's just the advice that I got for y'all, because it's like when y'all hear certain words like healer or shaman, y'all be thinking of like buku stuff, like stuff that y'all seen on movies where you got and I'm not saying like healing doesn't happen in that way. It's just like, so for example, when I say healer, someone right now is thinking magical hands. When I say magician, like you're master manifester, people are thinking like because when I be thinking stuff, it don't never happen. It's like, because you're not paying attention. You don't pay attention and you be trying to choking on my words. Yes, like you don't even know what you want in this current life. Your thoughts aren't matching what you want, because it's like, that's not what I asked for. But it's like, it is, because like your thoughts, you're manifesting with your thought. Oh, you also have the power of the tongue and your thoughts. Ooh, not only are you a healer, but you are like have the potential to be a master manifester, pile number 3, because you have to watch right now, currently you have to watch, like I said, what you're consuming, but you also got to watch what you're thinking. You have to watch your thoughts. You have to watch, you have to be more aware. Okay, I won't say watch, because people are like, how am I supposed to watch? What that mean? You have, okay, this pile is impatient as well. Ooh, I'm trying to rush myself. Short attention span, don't like to listen, so you definitely need to meditate. Okay, you got to have more discipline, pile number 3. You got to be more consistent with your discipline, with your spiritual healing discipline, with your healing discipline, with your healing yourself discipline. But I don't mean like trying to beat yourself up. I mean like discipline, meaning that when you don't want to meditate, you're going to meditate. You're going to spend these 3 minutes meditating. You're going to meditate on these cups. You're going to self-reflect, because this is what we're doing right now. You're making time for meditation. That's what you need to do. You need to make time for healing. You need to make time to say these positive affirmations. You need to make time to pour into yourself. You need to make time to regenerate and replenish your energy. You need to make time for these things. Pile number 3. This message was very, very straightforward, very straight to the point. You might be someone who wears pendants, who, like I said, like makes pendants, wear pendants, or need to wear a pendant of health or pendant of protection, because that would like really like stabilize your energy. Maybe you are someone who you're also connected to the earth. Of course, because you're a medicine woman or a man. Medicine person, healer of the earth. So you use like a lot of earth remedies, herbal remedies, natural remedies, and remedies from nature. Okay, you heal from using natural things. Okay, natural. Okay, alternative. Okay, you're an alternative healer. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so yeah, you have a very strong mind, okay, very strong imagination, which means that your thoughts are very heavy on what you're creating. So you need to really be aware of what you're thinking and how you're thinking it and what you're thinking about. Yeah, you have to pay attention to what you're thinking about. Think about what you're thinking about. Yeah, okay, because for real, like when you are a master manifester, that means when you start holding a negative thought, and I mean like holding it, and when you hold it so much, you feel these emotions, and you feel a negative emotion, you know what I'm saying, you are causing chaos in your mind, and that's what you're bringing in. So you know, look, she's literally watching her thoughts, and like she can change it. Like, does that suit me? Does that suit me? Is that beneficial? Nah, I gotta let it go. Okay, so yeah, you're putting more time. So what you need to do, yeah, your past life is very balanced. You was just, you know, you knew how to regenerate yourself. You knew really like when something was off. You was just very, you know, in tune that way. The only thing is that you do right now is you try to bully yourself. You try to bully your thoughts to be on board with you, but it's like, this is how I feel, blah, blah, blah. Try to beat yourself into submission, but that's not how it's going to work. You have to sit yourself down and you have to discipline yourself, meaning if you're doing 5 minutes of meditation and you feel like getting up and doing something else, no. You're going to sit and you're going to do these 5 minutes. This is what we're doing right now. You have to retrain your body and you have to retrain your mind, pile number 3. All right. Retraining, but you are very gifted in the spiritual department, in the healing department, in the creator department. Yeah. So yours was pretty straightforward. All the other ones was a bit long. Nothing is yet set in stone. Yeah, so even if you have like a diagnosis, like I'm going to talk about Qigong real quick, because we have people who work in China. They have medicineless hospitals over there, and we talk about how they use their qi to heal things like cancer. tumors disappear right on the screen, right on the monitor. So nothing is yet set in stone. Like, you can always change your fate. You can always change the direction of the course that you're going. You can always change your mind. You can always change your thoughts. So nothing is yet set in stone. A time to give rather than to take. Yeah, it's a time to give to yourself. It is a time to give to yourself. It is a time to, you know, rather than to take from yourself. Nothing is yet set in stone, and confidence is your key to success. So in any business venture, because I do feel like y'all are, you know, or just have the potential to be in business like that, confidence is your key to success. Because why I say confidence? Because you know this deep ingrained into you. You've already had years of practice. You've already done this before, so you already know to a caliber what you're doing and what you're talking about, and how things work with the mind, and how it's synced to what you're what kind of life you're living. Like, you're already on board with that. So when you're trying to talk to somebody about it, or when you're trying to make certain moves at all, you gotta bring in that confidence. Like, if you're exuding confidence, people are like, I wonder what they talking about, I wonder what they doing, you know. Don't worry about the naysayers. You know, just be confident in the moves that you're making. And then a time to give rather than to take. So give to yourself. Why won't you, why won't you live for me, live for me? You know, said you would die for me, yeah. Why won't you live for me, live for me? Lauryn Hill. Yeah. Show the world the real you, exactly. Because it's like, if you're putting on a facade and you're pretending to be somebody you're not, or if you're pretending that you want something that you don't, or if you're asking for something that you want just because somebody else got it, you are going to realize quick, like, that's not really what you wanted. That's not really what you wanted to do. That's not really what you wanted to have. So you got to show up as yourself in order to get the things that you want. You can't be out here pretending, because it's like yourself knows, like, this ain't you. This ain't us. I don't like it. I want to do something different. I want to be me. I want to be me. So let yourself be you. Star Brothers, yes. Horse energy. Protect yourself. Loyalty, safety. Oh, you ain't gotta throw it at me. I remember. Soul plan. The fated life versus the destiny life. Exactly. Meditation. Get yourself back on board with remembering. I'm sorry. Defenselessness. Righting past wrongs. Uprooting. Yes. See, when things aren't fitting, it's all right. You gotta do something different. And don't be afraid to apologize to yourself, and and to forgive yourself. But you are not defenselessness. You are not defenseless, because you are protected. But you do got to work on protecting yourself, and that's apologize to yourself and forgive yourself as many times as you need to. All right, what do they need to do to get past this? Affirmations as well. Devotion, the cosmic heart, devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. Exactly. You got to be more devoted and disciplined with yourself. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Yes, you are ready. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanism, density, addictions. Let God in. So look, let go and let God. Let go and let God in. Wow. I mean, it's just so beautiful. Like, you literally, there's a different view. There's a different perspective waiting on the other side of thinking that you're not good enough. But really, it's like, yeah, you're carrying the thoughts of other people, or the thoughts that other people have about you. Like, you're carrying that. Like, let it go. Who cares what other people think? How do you feel when you're being yourself? Who cares if people think that you're weird? Weird just means that you're different from them. And so in that case, yeah, you are weird. So embrace that. Embrace being different, because if everybody was the same, the world would be so bland. We'd all be Cheerios. Be glad that we live in a world of Fruit Loops. Stop trying to be a Cheerio. Who wants to be a Cheerio? They're not flavored. You can be a Honey Nut Cheerio for all that. Like, why would you want to be a Cheerio? So like, be yourself. Yourself is good enough to get whatever you want. All right? Cleanse yourself. loosen your grip. Yeah, stop trying to control everything. Stop trying to control how everything is going to play out in your life. Ooh, ain't taking all that. Water your garden. But yeah, see, make sure you water your garden. Deep cellular healing. We're going to forge, don't follow. See, yeah, pave a new way. Pave a path. Be the leader you wish you had. Yeah, see, because it's like you're trying to do what everybody else is doing. Like I said, like, you are not a Cheerio. You can't be a Cheerio. Okay? You too colorful to be a Cheerio. You are a Fruit Loop. Be a Fruit Loop. Be who you are. Show up as a Fruit Loop, because that's what you are. And yeah, I'm using cereal reference, so maybe you eat cereal, or maybe you like cereal, or that's just like a childhood, you know, staple for most of us. So yeah, it's just about like, what do you need to do to get past all of this? Start giving to yourself. Start appreciating yourself. Start realizing that the path you're on, maybe it's one that many people choose not to follow. But if you choose to follow it, follow it. See, you know, you're not on the wrong path just because nobody else is doing it but you. You're just paving a new way for other people to do it who are on the same path as you. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. If that made sense, let me know down below. Like this video, subscribe for the vibe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.